or get in contact with me here on Facebook, or you can get in contact with me at drtonygain@gmail.com.
5432.
And good evening. Here you are. We are here today at Intellectual Radio at the Great Entrepreneur Show, and I'm your man, Anthony L. Gann. Again, we're here on IntellectualRadio.com, and I'm your host, Dr. Anthony L. Gann. And today, we are continuing on with our series in regards to business, promoting, branding, those things. So last week, we talked a little bit about branding and promoting based on the books that I've written, Promote Like a Pro, and also Remember Me, How to Brand You and Your Business. This week, we're going to actually add on to that. So last week, I kind of touched on chapters 1, 2, and 3, just touched on them just a little in the last session that we did. And this week, we're going to talk a little bit more. Now, remember, the definition I use for branding is pointing people to something that they can purchase from you, that they can have and use for themselves. Pointing people to something that they can purchase from you, that they can have and use for themselves. Again, that's on page 25 in my book, Promote Like a Pro, which you can get on unknowngreatness.com. Again, point people to something they can purchase from you that they can have and use for themselves. That's how you actually promote in business. If you're not pointing people to something they can purchase, then they can't have it and they can't use it. People want to use what they have and they want to have what they purchase, but they can't purchase anything until you point it to them. So here's the problem with a lot of times in business, and it's not a problem like something's wrong with the business person or the entrepreneur, but a lot of people are terrific at what they do. They're just terrible at promoting what they do. So I had to learn, and obviously this is 20 plus years experience in being an entrepreneur. I had to learn how to actually get better at pointing people to something they can purchase from me, that they can have and use for themselves. A lot of times we may be a little afraid to actually point people to something that they can purchase from us. We're afraid to ask them to buy what we have for sale. Now, that's okay if you don't have a business, but it's terrible if you do, because it's okay to ask someone to purchase what I'm selling. You're selling cupcakes or biscuits or whatever, right? You have a restaurant. You need to point people to your restaurant so you can have something for sale. Every person, every business that's a large corporation and company, they do it all the time. They point people that they can purchase, that they can have and use for themselves. You watch a football game, a baseball game, basketball game, you watch your favorite movie or whatever it may be on television, even on the radio. They have people saying, hey, come to our store, come to our restaurant, so that you can purchase something that they can use, that they can have and use for themselves. So this is one thing that I want you to understand with your business, is you got to do the same thing. We talked a little bit last week about how important, or last session, how important promotion is. And this week I want to talk about how do you actually find your direction in what you're trying to promote. A lot of times people say, how do I promote? Where do I go? What do I do first? Now, obviously, as a radio host, I advocate trying to get on the radio. Now, I'm not the only host, obviously, on the radio, but I always tell people you need to reach out to a radio host. Why? So you can get you some airtime. Now, here's why. One name for business is called commerce. That's why we have Chamber of Commerce, the commerce industry. Business and commerce is saying the same thing. It's two sides to one coin. If you are in business, you are in commerce. If you are in commerce, you are in business. If you're not in business, you're not in commerce, even though you might be involved in the commercial aspect of business. So commerce is a sister word to the word commercial. So if you're in business, you need to have some commercials. Now, when I use the word commercial, people may just think, oh, okay, you're talking about commercials like a television commercial, a radio commercial. Those are commercials too. However, you must realize that you are in commerce, you need to have a commercial. Now, commercial has a cousin called communicate. So when you're in business, your promotion is how you communicate, is your commercial to people in the public. You are your own public relations person. That's why you're pointing people to something they can purchase from you that they can have and use for themselves. You are the commercial. Your business cards is commercial. Your flyers commercial. Your Facebook page or whatever things you're using on social media. Those are commercials. They put you in the public square. When you're in the public square, you need to be pointing people to something they can purchase from you that they can have and use for themselves. If you're in the public square doing something other than that, then how are you going to, because what you have for sale isn't good, is because you don't point them there. So I see a lot of times in regards to social media, and a lot of people on social media, right? Because social media in most aspects is free to be there. you don't really have to have any type of financial obligations or responsibilities to be involved with social media. All you need to do is just be there. Well, same thing happens with so many other people. So what happens is the same customers you have out there, they can be on the same social media spots that you're on. So what makes you so different than them if you're not doing any, if you're not pointing them to something they can purchase? They don't even have anything to sell, and they're doing the same thing you're doing. Well, I hear a lot of people say, well, now, Dr. Gant, you don't get what I'm saying. See, social media is good. See, that's my page. No, it's not your page. That page belongs to that platform. They just letting you use it. So you got to realize if you're using a platform, it's not yours. I know we call it my page, my channel. No. It belongs to them, because if you put something on there they don't like, guess what they do? They'll take you off of there. You know why? Because it's theirs, not yours. Now, if you're a business person, you need to consistently put something up so people can purchase something, so that they can buy it from you, so they can have it, so they can use it for themselves. If you don't, then you're going to look just like the customers that don't have a business. What's going to make your quote unquote social media page or platform look so much different than someone else's? It's not. Remember what I shared with you last session, that promoting would have an impact on your branding. A brand is what you have. Promoting is what you do. You do something to have something. You are always trying to impact your brand in a positive way. That's what I'm doing here. I am trying to impact my brand in a positive way. I've written books. I already said numerous times, you can purchase the book on unknowngreatness.com, right? You can purchase it. Point. See, I'm pointing to the book, right? You can purchase the book. Point, right? You can have it, right? Oh, I want to have that. Well, you can't use it until you have it, right? So you got to buy it. But if I don't point you to the books and tell you where to get it, how are you going to get what I have for sale? You're not going to get what I have for sale. Then what I have just become is that I've taken up your time, but I haven't pointed you to something to purchase, for something to buy. You remember that while you're in business, that those things and everything that's out here to put you in the public square. Anytime that people can see what you do, the reality is you don't need to show your chicken dinners if you don't sell chicken dinners. Because if you're in business, for instance, I have books. Now, if I put on there a chicken dinner that I ate yesterday or I'm going to eat today, then you're going to say, wait, I thought he was the book guy. Oh, I know he's the chicken guy. And then you say, well, give me some of that chicken. And I tell you, well, I don't sell chicken. I just want you to see the chicken I was eating. Right? That doesn't make much sense. They'll say, oh, man, I had $5 in my pocket, man. I thought you were selling chicken. No, I don't sell chicken. Then why are you showing chicken? Why? If you notice the chicken restaurants, major chicken restaurants, franchises across the country, they don't show anything about a car. You know why? They don't sell cars. They sell chicken. They sell hamburgers or whatever they are. They don't show things that you can't buy. If they show it to you, they're trying to sell it to you, because that means that they have it available for you to purchase. But same thing you have to realize in promoting your business as well. Remember, P-R-O means forward. Mote means to move. So when you promote your business, you are moving your business forward. So every time you point people to something they can purchase, doesn't guarantee that they're going to buy anything. You're not looking for guarantees. What you're doing is trying to give your business some attention. So you have to ask yourself this, right? Whether it's social media or whatever it may be. This is part of your branding. Are you trying to give your business more attention, or are you trying to give yourself more attention? See, a lot of people want a lot of attention. That's why social media is so wonderful for some people. They just want attention. See me, right? Nothing wrong with that, I guess, if that's what you want to do. However, can people buy you? So no one can buy me. Then why are you showing something they can't buy? So when you get involved with the public square, you need to show things that people can purchase from you. Now, if all you have is one thing, show the one thing. You may have to show it in different dimensions. For instance, if I have one book, even though I've written about 20, and because I'm talking about these topics, that's why these two books are up here. However, if I only had one book and I wanted to point people to something they can purchase, well, you may get tired of my one book, but I might need to tell you something about chapter 1 this time you see me, chapter 2 next time you see me, chapter 3 next time you see me. Why? Because I'm pointing you to something that you can purchase from me that you can have and use for yourself. Well, if you only have one thing on your restaurant menu, or maybe you have 5 items. Well, one Monday you show this item, Tuesday you show another item. So when people think of you, they think of actually buying what you have for sale. See, if you look at some of the major corporations, you don't know what the CEO had for dinner last night. You don't know where they went on vacation last year, right? The CEO, you don't know what they did. Because for that company, that burger company or that shoe company or that phone company, all you see is the new phones they have out. All you see is where you can purchase the phone and the deals they have and how much you can pay a month. That's what you can see. If you want to call and ask some questions, you can 708-223-8953. Again, that's we on IntellectualRadio.com, 708-223-8953. So hopefully you understand that. Point people to something they can purchase from you that they can have and use for themselves. Now, I started off saying that you have to give your business some direction, right? So here's what I say. Business projection will give you business direction. If you don't have any projections for your business, you don't have any direction for your business. Now, when I say projections, I'm talking about numbers. Well, numbers, how many people do you want to purchase this thing you have? 5, 10, 500, 1,000? What's the number? A lot of times, being a business coach as I am, and obviously you can get in touch with me and I can help you in the business sector, right? As a business coach. See, I'm pointing you to something that you can purchase from me that you can have and use for yourself. See, I'm doing this to you right now, right? So you got to do the same thing when you deal in business as well. But when I talk to a lot of people in business, what they do is they say, well, I don't know how much money I want to earn. I just want to earn a lot of money. Well, I don't know what a lot of money to one person can be a little bit to another. So you have to give projections. So this is how you find out your projections, because if you don't have projections for your business, you don't have direction for your business. So projection for your business could be in, say for instance, you want to earn, I don't know, we'll say $100,000 a year, right? And you have a product that's $100. That's what you have. So in order to earn $100,000 a year, you need 1,000 people to spend $100. That's what you need. So your job is to promote to 1,000 people as often as possible. You say, I don't know 1,000 people. Well, how many do you know? I know 100 people. Okay, you need to work on trying to get it up to 1,000 because you need 1,000 people to buy something from you one time. Or you can have about 800 people buy from you, twice or 3 times. The thing is, you got to have these projections so you can have some direction for your promotion. Otherwise, you're going to be promoting in spaces that's not conducive for what you have for sale. And then you're going to find yourself frustrated. And if you don't get good at promoting, you're going to be out of business. I know that may sound harsh and cruel to some people, but it's the truth anyhow. So you have to get good at promoting your business, moving your business forward. Because if you're not promoting, pro means forward, right? And again, like if you're on a job, you say, I got a promotion on my job. That means you went up, right, a level. Well, if you're not moving forward, you're not going up, that means you must be moving backwards and going down. Well, in business, you can't afford to go backwards and down because, you can go so low that you become non-existent, right? Well, that means that you have to consistently promote. Promotion is your job. Regardless of what type of business you have a job. If somebody said, well, you got a job, you're an entrepreneur. You don't have a job. Yeah, you do. You know what your job is? Promote, 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 and promote some more. That's your job that you have to do consistently. How many days do you have to do it? Every day you're in business. So I stated something a little earlier about being on a radio show, right? So once you realize that you are in business, you have to make it a decision to actually get involved in the radio side, right? Now, obviously, I'm a host, and I'm a host like many other hosts here at Intellectual Radio, right? So that means there's shows going on. So you got to contact some of the people and say, hey, I have a business, and I want to actually get some promotion, right? You contact them, and they tell you what you need to do. But here's the thing. What you're doing is creating a commercial for your business. Because a lot of times you can't put you don't have enough money for a lot of business people to put your business on while the Super Bowl is on. That thing costs millions of dollars. You're only making thousands of dollars, right? Some of y'all are making hundreds of dollars. But so you can't afford to be on there, right? But what you do is find someone that has a commercial, so you can run a commercial on their show. It may be more feasible for you because it may be fit more into your budget, right? Because what happens is when they're on, you're on. Do you think the people at a car company, when the Super Bowl is on or the NBA playoffs or whatever, do you think that they're actually like at the NBA playoff game, at the Super Bowl? No, they may be at home, but their commercial is running somewhere they're not. Why? Because people see the commercial. And maybe not everybody that see the commercial is not going to purchase what they see. But what happens is because they're in business, they know they need to run commercials. Now, you're in business. Did you know that you need to run commercials? Everything you do, because you're in commerce, If I ask you, what commercials are you running? See, even though I'm the host of the show, this is a commercial for me as well. Do you understand that? Because I'm in business. I'm sharing with you about the books I have. Why? Because it's a commercial as well. When I interview other people, it adds to the commercial that I have. Because I'm a business person, I'm in business. You have to do the same thing. So you have to understand you have projections. How much money do you want to earn from the business that you have? It just can't be as much as I want to earn. No, that's not concrete enough. You have to come up with a specific number. Now, does that mean you're going to hit the number that you shoot for? Hey, you may not. But if you have nothing to shoot for, you're going to probably hit that 1,000 times. You hit zero without even trying, right? However, if you have a number that you're trying to hit, you may say, well, I can't find 1,000 people. Well, I can only find 500 people. Well, fine. Find 500 people to spend $100, you earn 50,000, right? So that's the same thing in your business. So how much money do you want to earn? And then you divide that by how many people do you time how much your product costs. So if your product costs $100, and then you divide $100 until, we said 100,000, that means I need 1,000 people to pay $100. Simple, right? And then you break that down to something monthly. See, that's how you actually have some direction for your business. Now you are taking your business to a place where I know exactly where I'm trying to take my business. I'm trying to take it over here to this particular group, or to 10 people, 100 people, whatever the numbers may be. Now, some businesses need more than others, right? Because they may have smaller price point. So if you have a $5 price point, then that's a smaller price point. You need more people, or you need people to buy more times, compared to if you have a $5,000 price point, where you need fewer people because you have a higher price point. However, there are more people with $5 than there are with 5,000. So you have your pros and cons with each of them, right? But however, you still have to go after that particular group and know what your numbers are, so you can find out projections actually will give you the direction for your business. Again, if you want to call in and ask questions, you can contact me 708-223-8953. 708-223-8953. Now, in the promoting, remember, because promotion is what you do, is a verb. Promote is a verb. And branding, a brand, is what you have. So everything you're doing, you're trying to make your brand more solid, make it stand out more. That's not make it stand out with colors and all that stuff. People say, "Oh, look how fancy my website is." Now, for me, I don't say website for my thing. I say web store, because you know why? Web store, I don't want you going to the web just seeing stuff. I want you going to the web buying stuff, because I have a web store. You get the difference, right? I need you thinking about purchasing something from me that you can have and use for yourself. So you have to actually help and condition the people that you're working with, or customers, for instance, to help them understand, hey, you can buy something from me. You can buy something from me. I have 2 of those, 5 of those, 20 of those. You can buy every Friday, whatever it may be, so that you can actually increase your business. Because see, look, I say in one of my books, I'll Never Get Fired Again, that if you don't have business sales, then your business will fail. Sales, a lot of sales will prevent failing in business, and not having a lot of sales what makes your failure what happened in business. So you got to have a lot of sales, and a lot, again, based on your price point, based on what type of business you have, it's conducive to that, right? Again, if you have a $5 sale price, you still need a lot of sales, but you may say, well, I need 10,000 sales because I have some for $5. Well, again, if you have some for $10,000, you want to earn $100,000. Well, you're going to need to sell 10, right? Because you have a higher price point. So you have to make sales. Now, you and I are customers, right? We buy things. You need to buy soap. I need to buy soap, right? You need to buy gas for your car. I need to buy gas for my car, right? You have to buy heat for your house. All these different things. So we are customers. Now, when you're a customer, what you have to realize is that when you're trying to attract customers, your job is you can't attract a customer that you haven't really promoted to. And if you don't promote, people don't look at you as you walk down the street and think that you're selling something, right? Well, I don't know, based on what type of occupation you have. They might, based on how you're walking down the street. However, if you're walking down the street and you walk out your house, people don't know that you sell a certain item. They have no idea that you sell a certain item. That's why you have to promote the item. Now, you need a couple of things, and over the next 2 sessions, I'll go over this a little bit more. But you need a couple of things, right? You need contacts and you need content. You need both of those. I call those the kings and queens of business, right? A lot of times people have contacts. They have all these people. I got 1,000 people or whatever, right? But they don't have any contents, meaning they don't have anything for people to buy. So a lot of people want to get popular and say, oh, I got all these followers. I got 25,000 followers. That's wonderful. What are you selling them? They say, I don't have anything to sell. Well, you talking about all the people following you because they can't. You got 25,000 people there. If they all spent $10, you done made what, 25,000, what, $250,000, right? Because of the fact that you actually have something for sale. But if you have content, you have a lot of stuff for sale, but you don't have contacts, people to promote it to and say, look, this is what I have for sale. You are in the same boat. So in business, you need both of them, right? You need contacts and you need contents. You need something to sell and you need someone that you want to promote it to sell it to. So you have to work on those two things all the time. Now, the good thing about contents, right? For instance, I wrote a book. Now, every time the book is bought, I don't have to write the book again, right? Because I have them all. I have printed so many thousand copies and everything, and I sell so many copies often, right? So I already have them printed. I only had to write it once. I just need to promote it a bunch of times. Well, you have to look at content. You got to have something to sell so that you can promote it a bunch of times so you can sell it a bunch of times. Now, the reality is everybody won't buy what you have for sale. See, you're not going to bet 1,000. You talk to 1,000 people. 1,000 people won't say yes. Now, that may be negative to some people, but that's the truth. You talk to 1,000 people, they won't say yes. But this is what I do know. You talk to 1,000 people, everybody won't say no either, right? So you have to always put yourself in a position that I am always promoting my business. Again, let's look at some of the major companies out there that sell hamburgers or something like that. They have their big old signs, their big old, lettering and everything. And you don't always drive in that restaurant to buy a burger, but they have it out there. So just in case you want to come in here, here we are, right? Come on in. We got a burger for you. We have food for you, whatever it may be. Same thing happens with you. So you got to have contacts and you have to have content. Now, here's a problem that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to promoting their business as well. They don't know what their business can do for people. Now, I shared last edition, I share again, you must look at what your business has to offer as a cure for people. It's solving a problem for people. If you don't look at your business as a solution, it's kind of hard not to promote a solution if you feel that people should have the solution. Now, do everybody need your solution? The answer is no. Everybody don't need your solution. But let's say, for instance, you had the cure for cancer or some type of debilitating disease. And you knew it was 3 bananas, 4 oranges, or whatever, right? You had the cure, right? My question to you is, how many people would you tell them about it? Hey, I got the cure for this debilitating disease. You'll walk up to people. You'll put things in the newspaper. You'll be on the radio. You'll be on television. You'll be all over the place because you know that you have the cure for that debilitating disease. Well, so your business, you need to look at it as my business is the cure to a debilitating disease. Whatever. Now, it's not that it's disease like somebody's going to, die because they don't have your business. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if you serve the best healthy food at a restaurant, don't you think people need to eat healthy food? Well, you have a solution there for people that want to eat healthy food and not. Or it may, for instance, I have a book on promoting, right? The reason why I have this book on promoting because I know it's a solution to people that's entrepreneurs that don't know how to promote well. Because I have learned how to promote better and well over the years, I had a solution because I've seen people that had the problem. So if you're in business or your business, you need to say, what problem is my business solving? If you can't come up with that, how are you going to come up there and tell the customer? Because the customer don't know what your business solves. They're living their life. I don't know that your car gets the best gas mileage on the planet until you tell me it gets good gas mileage. I don't know about any of that. I don't know if your sewing machine is the best sewing machine. I don't know any of those things. I don't know if this roof is better than this roof and this material is better than that material. That's not what I do. So you have to actually solve that problem by saying, hey, if you put this on your roof, it'll last on your roof maybe 20 years longer and keep all the rain out forever and ever and ever, right? Because that may be an attraction to me because the last roof I had was leaking and it only lasts 5 years. You have solved the problem that I have a roof that can last 20 years. That's how you actually look at your business. So one thing you need to do is ask yourself, what does my business solve? Now, you may not come up with 25 answers right away. If you think about it, you probably will. But if you come up with 2 or 3 answers. Now, why do you need to know what your solutions are in your business? Because those are the things that you need to promote. You need to promote the fact that, hey, we know how to keep your house safe. We need to know how to help you buy or sell a property. We need to show you how to be insured, right? Like sometimes I have quite a few friends in the financial industry, and sometimes they say, man, people need to have insurance and all that. And I said, that's true. But see, you're not promoting the solution. You're promoting the fact that people need to have insurance, but you're not promoting the fact that they need to budget better. If you had a solution on showing them how to budget, then they'll know how to buy insurance because they have extra money to make sure they can buy their insurance every month. But if you just beat them up and say you need insurance, well, come on, it's going to be kind of hard for them to say, well, I don't know how to solve my problem. I know I need insurance. I don't have any money, right? That's what they're going to say. Well, you're going to have to say, okay, wait a minute. If you deal with me, I can show you how to solve the problem of not having insurance. I can show you how to solve the problem of having, having a hole in your roof. I can show you how to solve the problem of gaining weight, right? You tell a person to just lose weight, well, it don't do much for them. But if you show them a solution how to actually eat better before 6 o'clock, how to exercise easy at home, now you can help me lose weight. And see, that's how people actually that's why you need to know the solutions your business have, because those are the things that you are going to promote to the people in the actual business community, to customers. Because again, they don't know what solutions you have. Again, now you can call me, ask a question, 708-223-8953. I know y'all started taking so many notes, y'all can't all call me at one time. I do understand that. So here we go with some other things. So you have to become a pro, right? You have to get good at this thing. Now, again, you have to ask yourself, do you want to be popular or do you want to be paid? Now, I had to ask myself that years ago. And because of the things like social media, you can look like a star overnight, right? You can do something, I guess, pretty interesting or whatever, and you can look like a real big star because of social media has that type of platform. However, you need to ask yourself, do I want to be popular or do I want to be paid? Which one is it that I want? Now, can you be popular and paid? Of course you can. But a lot of times people are popular, but they're not paid. So you want to make sure that if you're in business, because your business can't stay in business if people don't buy things from you. If people aren't paying you, then you can't stay in business. That means you're not selling anything. So now you need to understand there's a difference between having a paid following and having a following, just having a following. Some people have a following, 20,000 people, right? That's wonderful. But you want, one time I was talking to some guys, I'm just interrupt myself here. And they said, man, Dr. Gant, man, we got this new album, this new music we made, and we got 1,000 downloads to produce. That's what they told me, 1,000 downloads. I said, that's awesome. Young guys. So I started calculating how much money that was, right? I'm like, 10,000 times 1,000, these brothers made about $10,000. So I said, that's good. They shoot the video. I said, so how much you sell your downloads for? And they said it was free. I said, wait a minute, you had over 1,000 downloads and nobody paid any money? They said, no. And I said, you bragging about that? You could have had 10 people pay you $10, made $100. But they were so fascinated by the fact that they had 1,000 people download something. Now you said, whoa, Dr. Gant. Well, you got to try to get, people to get you noticed and all those things. Yeah, that's cool. But when you're in business, like I shared with you last edition, you're going to spend two things all the time. You're going to spend money and you're going to spend effort all the time. You got to put money in. You got to put effort in. Now, if you say, well, I don't put any money in. You're going to put effort in if it's an hour. Now, if you want to work on someone's job, wouldn't you want them to pay you for that hour? Yeah, okay. Well, if you got a company, shouldn't you be paying you for that hour? If you expect out of a company to pay you for being there for an hour, why can't you expect out of yourself, out of your company, to make sure you get paid for the effort that you do? Now, a lot of times we don't look at it that way. We're so busy trying to create a following that we don't look at it and say, wait a minute, I should not get paid for all this effort I'm doing, even if it's on social media. Should I get paid for all the effort I'm doing, even if it's walking down the street, passing out cards or networking? Because you have to focus on getting paid as a business person. That's like the first rule of business. If you don't focus on that, then eventually you won't get paid very much or very often. Again, if you have questions for me, 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953. Now, I said something about getting customers, right? Projections will be your direction for your business, right? So I said that to you a little earlier, and which is true. So you have to ask yourself, I call it vitamin C. Now, with the physical body, you can't live very healthy without vitamin C. Now, I'm no health nutritionist or anything like that. I know a couple of things for myself, right? But your body and my body does not produce vitamin C. In order for vitamin C to get in your body, you actually have to consume it. A vitamin, drink some orange juice, or foods that have vitamin C in them. Well, if you don't have vitamin C in your body, what will happen? Your immune system will get weak and you're susceptible to colds, right? Well, if that's the case, if you're susceptible to colds, then what happens is that you can get sick. Well, vitamin C in business are customers. If you don't have customers, then your business is going to get sick. Why? Not because you got a bad business, because you don't have enough vitamin C. That's why you need to understand what you have for a business, and you need to understand your projections, because it's going to lead to your direction. So you have to always focus on getting new customers as often as possible, because that's your vitamin C for your business. Everybody may not buy today, but you got to have potential buyers as often as you can. Why? Because if you don't, your business is going to get sick. And if you get too sick, like if your body don't have enough vitamin C, you're going to be put down. You won't be able to move. Then eventually, if it doesn't get vitamin C, you can be out of here. Same thing with a business. If you don't get enough vitamin C or customers for your business, you can be out of here. You can be looking up one day and say, man, this party over for me because of my business. So let's go back and recap. So in order to do better in business, you need to have projections, because your business projections will give your business direction. You got to understand the difference between being popular and being paid. You got to realize that you want a paid following, not just a following of people. Those are some things you want. Keep them. Also, you want to be terrific at promoting. Promote means forward. Promote means to move. You want to get good at moving forward and moving your business forward. Why? Because you want to get good at purchasing, pointing people to something they can purchase from you that they can have and use for themselves. So a lot of information I kind of went through back and forth through my book on Promote Like a Pro. If you would like to purchase the book, Promote Like a Pro, you can get that book at unknowngreatness.com. Again, you'll see this book and many others on there from many other authors that I actually help promote their books as well. But you can get the book, Promote Like a Pro, at unknowngreatness.com. So my time is winding up. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to write down 3 things that your solution for your business. Write those down and make sure that you can understand and promote those things as often. So also, last word, keep in mind, great entrepreneurs aren't born, they're made. And I'll see you next time. Dr. Anthony again here on IntellectualRadio.com. Let's go. I feel like I was going real fast. All right, Facebook, thanks for viewing. Purchase the book, Promote Like a Pro, unknowngreatness.com.
Good stuff, man.
It's all good. Well, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I wonder what happened.